my friends, today we'll position this little door brush on the bottom of this door, where you can see there's light coming in, which means that there's also cold coming in the winter. This time we'll use a used brush and we'll find the means for fixing it. The first thing to do is that we need to clean with water the bottom of the door for making sure that the brush will be well positioned thanks to the tape. Then of course we will just make it drier. While it's drying, we can already measure the width of the door, and I'm taking here the interior width, and this is 79 centimeters. Now I'm taking the old brush and I will cut it to the right length. So I'm checking here, 79 centimeters, and now I'm taking the plier and I'm cutting. I could have also used a saw, but it's more work to install, so that's why I used the plier. So this part on the bottom is a bit harder because there is a piece out of metal for holding the brush itself. So now it's the right length. So we'll wait 5 minutes until it's getting dry, and then we can position it with a tape. Slightly too big. I will cut ½ centimeter later during the break. So now we wait 5 minutes that it's getting dry. Now I'm taking a double face tape. It was a very old tape. The price was still displayed in French francs. And now I'm putting it exactly where was the initial fixing material. I'm making sure that it's well pressed. Now I'm cutting the tape. Also here on the width on the other side, I'm cutting what is excessive. So I could have used a cutter, but here finally the scissors are more practical. I don't need to put any surface or anything on a surface, so this is why the scissors here are more practical than a cutter. Okay. So now that we see that the surface is dry, I'm removing the piece of the tape, and now comes a critical moment. I will fix now with the tape the brush on the door. So I'm trying to make sure that it's the closest possible to the ground. Okay. I'm checking if it's not too low, so it's okay. There's no incident on the opening of the door. The door was already on the ground before. So now that it's an old brush, we will need to fix it much better because the tape will not suffice. So I'm starting to make the pre-holes. And we'll put some screws. and these screws will then maintain the brush perfectly. So I could have taken a measurement tape, but here I'm just doing by the eye. So I started in the middle. Now another hole. It's finally a total of 5 holes that we'll make. We start in the middle, then we take the middle of the halves. So it's a total of 5 holes. Okay. Then I'm taking small screws, so 2.5 millimeters diameter. Then I'm taking these little discs, and this disc will be essential for holding the brush. Otherwise, with the head of the screws, the brush would not be holding. So the pre-holes I make classically with a 2 millimeters metal drill, and now I'm putting the screws. You may also have a look at my video about using the screwdriver. There's no need of putting a big pressure. Screws are holding very well, even though they are small. So you see here what I use. These discs are 4 millimeters diameter, and I used screws 2.5 millimeters times 16 millimeters of depth.